Union TV are at Port Sunlight, home to Unilever's research and development arm, where workers are striking because of management's grab on their pensions. The company are closing the final salary pension scheme, despite making a promise in 2008 that they would keep the scheme open to existing members. This could mean up to a 40% loss in pension for workers.
This is the first national strike in Unilever's history. It's because ultimately they've closed the final salary pension scheme to all members. They closed it to new members 3 years ago, and the promise was made then that that would secure the long-term security of the pension plan for existing members, and obviously that's not the case. It's going to have a massive impact on the workers here. We're looking at an average loss of about 25 to 30% of what your pension is going to be worth. You're going to have to work all the way to 67, otherwise you'll be penalised even further under the new proposals. And obviously we've not been getting inflationary pay rises for about 3 years, so our salaries are dropping, and now they're taking away our final salary pension scheme, and that's what's brought it to this. I bet you nobody here has ever been on strike before. And that's why it's kind of a new experience for everybody here.
I've been in research for probably around about 25 years, and I've worked for various companies. I've worked for the NHS, I've worked for 2 pharmaceutical companies, and 16 years ago I took a decision, in my career to join Unilever. With that decision, it was about the whole package. It wasn't just about the salary, it was about the pension system and all those benefits. Over the last 16 years, I've seen those benefits degenerate very rapidly. I feel very let down, I feel very disheartened and disillusioned about the whole process, and I think everybody's lost today having to demonstrate like we have to demonstrate over something that I think is fundamentally been taken away from us.
Well, we're here to show the company that we don't accept the proposals to close the final salary pension scheme. And as you can see behind us, we've got an awful lot of support, and we have had all through the day. So I think the company can be left in no doubt exactly how the workers feel about this.
Okay, can you just tell me what effect the changes would have perhaps on your pension?
Well, personally, I've done a quick calculation, and I think it's going to affect me by over £200 a month in retirement. Which is a considerable amount of money, and that's at today's money. That's not in retirement. So it's a lot of money that I will be out of pocket by. And basically, the company made a promise to me when I started here that I would have a final salary pension, and they've changed that. As far as I'm concerned, that was a contract, and they've broken that contract.
Okay. And there's obviously a lot of passion and a lot of energy on this picking line. After today, what do you do next if the company say, no, we're just going to carry on?
Well, we just continue coming out on strike and keep going until they come back to the table and negotiate with us, because the spreads and lies that we walked away from the table when we didn't, it was them that said any talks going ahead are no final salary will be in the conversation. So it was them that halted the talks, not us. So we need to get back around the table, and if they don't, we'll just carry on, because this is something we're not going to lie down and take.
I think that I'm hoping that the management system of Unilever would recognise how strong the feelings are, and that they would come back to the negotiating table with a much more broad and open mind about the pension system, and realise that it's not just the UK that are concerned and worried about our pensions, but the whole of Unilever as a company as a whole, and maybe come back and negotiate in a proper, meaningful way. So that's my hope, and I hope not to be outside here again, but if necessary, I think I will do.